I can't because it was blacked out. Okay, anyways. doTERRA versus Revive Essential Oils, lawsuit revealed, part 1. What's that all about? Well, I'm going to cover that in today's video, so make sure to watch this one all the way until the end, and make sure to check out all of the links in the description below so you can check out parts 2, 3, and 4 to get all the juicy details. The reason why I'm doing this video is so that you can get more perspective, so you can get more understanding, and so that we have the facts surrounding everything and what happened so we can come to what? Accurate conclusions. There we go. Okay, so I got a Facebook message from Debbie, and she said, "Hi Lance, I'm from New Jersey, and I have been with doTERRA for 2 years now. I have everything except the rose oil," and then, you know, the little emoji with multiple dollar signs and exclamation points. "Have you done a comparison with Revive EO? Seems to be getting a lot of advertising on how they're just as good for much cheaper. Just wondering if you have any input on this company and how it measures up to doTERRA. Many thanks in advance. Always watch your YouTube videos. It took me 6 months to finally choose doTERRA." Well, wow. Yeah, sometimes it takes people a little bit longer, sometimes it takes people a little bit less. So this sparked me to want to do more research myself, and that's what I encourage everyone to do. I will have some good starting point links, again, in the description below. All my sources are cited, and what I found is that there were 4 main documents, and I wanted to provide a summary of those, and you can get the details of them yourself. Again, the links description below. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but some people were like, "Where'd you get that from?" I'm like, it's down there, it's down there. Okay, so the first document that I want to cover of 4 is going to be covered in this video, and then the other videos are going to show other perspectives from a Young Living distributor, from doTERRA's perspective, and then finally a third-party perspective as well. So there's going to be 4 different perspectives in 4 different videos, which is why you want to watch all of them. And so that's what's making my little video series on doTERRA and Revive Essential Oils, as well as Young Living Essential Oils. Hey now, what? That's what makes it more unique, but also so you get more of a bigger picture. Alright, so the first document, as summarized from what I read upon it, is that Revive was started in 2018 by Suleman Ali. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. The issue arose when Revive compared its oils to doTERRA's in a way that could be interpreted as misleading and could lead to customer confusion. For example, Revive's new Calm Blend is as effective as doTERRA's existing Serenity, but less expensive, which the customers could have thought that this was made by doTERRA. More details on that to come. Okay. Stay tuned to my other videos. I'm telling you. Revive claimed that doTERRA sources their peppermint from the USA and other regions of the world as a counterattack, if you will, along with other mud that was slang. doTERRA started off with a cease and desist letter, followed up with a lawsuit, and Revive responded with other legal actions as outlined in these 4 PDF summaries from both parties, but mostly from Revive's perspective. And so that kind of concludes the summary of the first document. Now I'm going to go into the second document, and again, this is a really quick summary because these documents are really long, and some are less long, but still a lot of data to kind of absorb and take in. Alright, so the second document summary is that Revive hired Adam Christensen to test doTERRA's Serenity, which was found to not contain Hawaiian sandalwood because it was missing the chemical constituent Z-alpha santalol. Z-alpha santalol. But sandalwood, Santalum album, that's the longer name for it, doesn't even contain that exact chemical constituent, and doTERRA uses Santalum paniculum. I'm going to have that below so you can actually see how it's spelled. My pronunciation, rough. Alright, which wasn't even mentioned at all as the strain tested compared to the ideal strain according to the exhibit report. So what that means is they're basically saying, hey, look, Serenity didn't have Hawaiian sandalwood because it didn't contain this one chemical constituent. But the reality is that there's lots of chemical constituents, and just because it doesn't contain one thing or enough of one thing doesn't necessarily mean that the actual plant wasn't used in that oil blend. Hopefully that makes sense. It will in the other videos. Just watch the other videos, it'll make more sense. Okay. Next is that clove was also tested and found to contain eugenol acetate, which is a synthetic aromatic compound according to his exhibit report. Again, this Adam person. And from previous APRC employee, Dr. Prabodh. I'm not good on the pronunciations. The spelling will be. But no additional evidence on this was provided. That's also key. This was very similar to what Young Living did in their lawsuit against doTERRA's peppermint smelling too sweet. However, second and third party test results that were signed or recorded statements were not provided to verify if his claims were accurate or complete or not. And so it's one thing for somebody to say something, but you know, as we've learned, when it comes to verifying stuff, it's important to have multiple either eyewitnesses or verifications of that, or signed statements or recorded statements from multiple different parties to verify if something is actually true, meaning accurate and complete, and that we're interpreting it properly. And so there's three elements to data to make sure that we come to an accurate conclusion. Most people just focus on, I got the facts, Lance, I got the facts. But what if it's only part of the facts from one side that just benefits your side? Okay, anyways. Let's go into the summary for document 3. Again, these are long PDFs, quick and summarized and concentrated like an essential oil is what I'm providing. Alright, so here we go. Document 3 said, in summary, Revive listed all their essential oil blend names and how they compare to doTERRA and Young Living using non-compliant language, might I add, i.e. not approved by FDA, and these were more like drug claims, and so that was kind of a red flag that I saw. But anyways, they also showed testing results from Robert Pappas for multiple oils and Revive's organic labeling certifications as exhibits. So there, you know, Revive's just trying to show a lot of their sources and, you know, backing up their claims, which is good because you don't see that a lot in general from people making comments, or they do, but it's only one-sided. But again, Revive, we're going to get into that. But conveniently, here's the other thing that Revive did, and this is what I'm talking about. They blacked out important information so further research would not be possible. And so in those exhibits, they blacked out a decent amount of stuff, and I was just like, well, what is that? Because that might be important for me to do additional research, but I can't because it was blacked out. Okay, anyways. Now we're going to go into the final PDF and the final summary that Revive came up with here, and this document said that Matthew Bourdain attached the lawsuit from Young Living against doTERRA along with a number of other supporting documents. Young Living claimed that doTERRA's peppermint contained ethyl vanillin, that'll be below, a synthetic ingredient. Another document showed how Revive had some identical / similar oil blend names before, I'm going to say that again, before they were rebranded, okay? Which equals trademark infringement. Alright, so we're just going to, we got to keep that in mind. That's pretty big. I mean, I'm going to give you an example because you may be like, Lance, what are you talking about? Okay, so an example would be Revive's Serenity versus doTERRA's Serenity. And keep in mind, Revive came out in 2018. doTERRA came out with Serenity way before then. So, another example. Revive's Balance versus doTERRA's Balance. That's right, it's exactly the same names for these blends. And then, lastly, this other example was Revive's GPTG versus doTERRA's CPTG. Seem a little too similar? Are they identical with those just 3 examples? Yes. Okay, so that was a huge red flag, and you know, that was the reason why doTERRA was like, hold on, time out, what's going on here? Like, you guys are straight up copying. So with that being said, what have we learned so far? What's a summary of the summaries, if you will? Well, Revive had a lot of similar named oils and products and said, hey, we're basically the same, but we're cheaper, and we're not an MLM here. And then doTERRA was like, time out, that's trademark infringement, we're going to send you a cease and desist letter, we're going to, you know, follow up with this. And then that's where, you know, Revive was like, alright, well, let's just get all this mud here and see how much we can throw back. And that's basically what ensued. And the following videos that I'm going to have is going to show more of next Young Living's perspective from a distributor, and then doTERRA's perspective, and then finally a third party that's outside of everything and their perspective. And again, the reason why I'm showing each one of these videos, which makes my series more unique, is because it's important for us to have perspective so that we can, again, I'm going to say it again, I sound like a broken record, but we have to have complete and accurate information that's interpreted properly so we can come to an accurate conclusion. Those elements are extremely important. We can't just be like, let me just cherry pick the things that I don't like because I'm, you know, anti-MLM or anti-essential oil or anti-doTERRA, and let me just hold on to that tightly and then, you know, not let anything, no, like we should come to conclusions slowly, hold on to them loosely, because better or more information can come in at any given time. And that's more, you know, like discussion etiquette and discussion, maybe having a discussion skill, a skill to discuss properly. Well, anyways, that concludes part 1 of the doTERRA versus Revive Essential Oil series that I'm doing. Make sure to check out all of the sources below, as well as parts 2, 3, and 4, so you can get the full scoop and come to that accurate conclusion that I was trying to get to. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. Share this video with somebody that would benefit from it or like to see the real deal of what's going on. And most importantly, check out those links below, and I will see you in the next video.